$50 on basically street food, what amounts to street food. I know in Mexico, man, when we go out there, we get some street food for less than $5. But you know, that's another video. But there's definitely two different Americas, and you know, and is divided predominantly by income, and really not anything else. In the U.S. economy isn't doing so well. You know, people are losing jobs and all these things. And again, this isn't a political video, so I'm not even looking at this from a political lens. I'm looking at this more from a different perspective lens, right? And so, you know, people are losing jobs. The economy, you know, stock market's going down. You know, we're at war. There's a lot of different things going. But make this video just to talk about the two different economies that are basically happening in America. And I know this is a travel channel, and I make travel content and experiences, and you know, I talk about some of the things that's happening in my life. But man, I couldn't help but to, you know, make this video just in light of, you know, some of the things that are happening right now. I'm gonna just spin this around so you guys can see, man. I'm sitting out here on Seaside Beach, Florida, and first thing I will say, man, is it is gorgeous out here. It is beautiful out here. I mean, people are out here walking around, and people are out here just milling around, enjoying themselves, and you know, just you know, taking in all of what life has to offer. And really, what hit me, and really what inspired me to make this video, man, is there. It's just, you know, the recognition that there's just like multiple different Americas, and people are living totally different lives than other people. And a lot of times I think was why there's so much division, is because point of view for people are so different. So an example would be, I mean, we hear a lot about how the U.S. economy isn't doing so well. You know, people are losing jobs and all these things. And again, this isn't a political video, so I'm not even looking at this from a political lens. I'm looking at this more from a different perspective lens, right? And so, you know, people are losing jobs. The economy, you know, stock market's going down. You know, we're at war. There's a lot of different things going. But man, when you come out here to places like this and you just kind of look around, man, and like these people don't have a care in the world. I mean, I don't want to say they don't have a care in the world, because that's probably the wrong way to say it, but it doesn't feel like all of the negative news that I see on TV that is like being constantly being shoved down my throat is like the real reality. Like, these people out here they're happy. People are smiling. Everybody's having a good time. People look like they got tons and tons of money to spend, because you're not coming out here unless you got money to spend. Wifey just came back, man. We just spent $50 on basically street food, what amounts to street food. I know in Mexico, man, when we go out there, we get some street food for less than $5. But you know, that's another video. But you know, it's just really eye opening to see the stark contrast, you know, in like what you hear on the news, and how like the U.S. is doing, and how everybody's struggling, and how people are losing jobs, and you know, they're cutting jobs all over the place, and you know, the economy isn't growing, inflation's out of control. And then you come out here and you come in a place like this and you're like, what is going on? And this is, and drop in the comments, man, what do you guys think? Like, what is the explanation for that? Man, I don't want to speculate anything, but I'm telling you, man, it's doom and gloom on TV all the time. And it doesn't feel like doom or gloom out here. So I just feel like there's just two different Americas, man. And there's an America where, you know, people are doing well, and I mean really, really well. You know, me and my wife talk often about, our aspirations and dreams and stuff like that. And, maybe we could get to the point where I can afford to live, in a place like this. But man, I just saw a guy that was just out here, and this is a nice big area. Like, this is not a small area. Like, it's very big. There's a ton of shopping, it's stores. It's like a walker's paradise. Like the walk score for this neighborhood is probably like 1,000 or something by the Zillow standards. But this guy was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna just walk home." And in my mind, I'm like, man, I couldn't even envision being able to walk here. I mean, not walk here, but live here. Like that's out of like, I'm a visionary person. I'm a person who has very high hopes and expectations for my life, and I'm doing a lot of things to get there. But man, like being able to live where you could walk to a place like this, man, that's even out of my thought process. But there's a ton of houses around here, and that was just one guy. But I mean, there's thousands of people that are in walking distance to this place, and I can imagine the houses that are in walking distance to this place are multi-million dollar houses. But nah, man, I just wanted to jump on here and just talk about how I feel, because this is a travel channel, this is an experience channel, and this is kind of part of the experiences. Really just taking it all in. What you see and how there's a certain class of people that are just really enjoying life and things are going great, and they're not really feeling you know some of the things that are negative that are happening in the economy. And then there's another class of people who feel it every day, who who are worried about if they're going to get cut on their job, and who have been impacted by job cuts and things like that. And it just really makes me reflect and just think about all of that. And I definitely love seeing this, because it definitely makes me feel good that it's not all doom and gloom out here. But it also reminds me that there's definitely two different Americas, and you know, and is divided predominantly by income, and really not anything else. And anything else is just really something just to really distract us, man. So tell me what you guys think about that, man. Tell me what you guys think about traveling, and like, what are some of the things that you think about when you come out to travel? Do you just kind of just don't even think about those things? Do you just kind of enjoy yourself and be like, hey, the world is what it is? Or do you sometimes kind of reflect and maybe even be a little bit thankful for you being able to come to a place like this? I know I'm thankful. I don't think I can live here. I can afford to live here, but I can afford to probably rent a Airbnb for a week and walk around and fraternize. I mean, that'll set me back a little bit, but I could afford to do it. It's not something I would do. I would do something a little smarter. I'll talk about that in one of my other videos. You can check that out. But drop in the comments, man. What do you think about that? When you come and travel, do you reflect on that stuff, or do you kind of just put that to the back of your mind so you can kind of just enjoy your time out? Anyways, hey, thanks for listening. We'll back to the travel content, but again, I love travel, and one of the things I said I like about travel is it helps me get a different perspective in life, and this is one of those perspectives. So hope you guys have a great day. See you guys in the next video. Peace.